A thin uniform annular disk of mass m has an outer radius 4r and the inner radius 3r. The work required to take a unit mass from the point P on its axis to infinity. Now first of all let me zoom in this part. Okay, so let me take a thin ring over here. Okay, thin ring over here at a distance x from the center, having a thickness dx. Okay, let me represent this diagram once again. This thin ring will be, okay, this is the ring. Okay, the inner radius over here is equal to 3r, the outer radius over here is equal to 4r. I am taking at a distance x. Okay, okay, a thin ring having a small thickness dx. Okay, let this point be over here equal to m. Okay, let this be O, so let this be point P. Okay, and this distance will be equal to 4r. So basically this distance, let it be equal to r. Okay, I will draw the x below. Okay, this distance over here is equal to r. The distance of the ring over here is equal to x from the center of the ring. Okay, of the bigger ring. Okay, so now basically we have to take this body, okay, from point P to infinity. So the potential is given as, or the potential will be, or the potential energy, basically let me directly find out the potential energy. The potential energy for the point mass will be given as gmm divided by r. Okay, now m over here is the mass, and it is given as of unit value. Okay, it is given that it is a unit mass, so small m will be equal to 1. So the small potential energy developed due to the small ring will be equal to g. Let the mass of this ring be equal to dm, so it will be equal to g dm divided by r. R over here will be equal to, r is this distance, so r square is basically equal to x square plus 4r the whole square. Okay, r square is equal to x square plus 4r the whole square. I am applying the Pythagoras theorem. So r will be equal to x square plus 4r the whole square, the whole raised to half. Okay, the whole raised to half. This is the small potential energy developed due to the small ring. Okay, due to the elemental ring. Okay, now over here, in order to find out the entire potential energy, I have to integrate this part. I have to integrate the small potential energy. But before we integrate, understand that this is integrated with respect to dm, and the variable over here is x. So somehow I have to convert the variable in terms of x. So what I will do is, I will take the mass per unit length. The mass per unit length of the ring, let us find out for the whole ring first. For the whole ring, if the mass over here is equal to capital M, okay, the area, the mass per unit area will be equal to m divided by area. Area over here will be equal to pi into 4r the whole square minus pi into 3r the whole square. Okay, this is the mass per unit area is equal to dm. Now for elemental ring, it will be equal to dm divided by its area will be equal to 2 pi x dx. Its area over here will be equal to 2 pi x dx. So first of all, pi will get cancelled out. Dm will be equal to 2m, okay, x dx, 2m x dx divided by 4. So pi and pi here also it will get cancelled out. Okay, so it will be equal to 4r square minus 3r square, which is equal to 7r square. Okay, which is equal to 16 minus 9, which is equal to 7r square. Let us plug in this value in the potential energy. It will be equal to g dm. Instead of dm, I am not taking the positive or the negative value for the time being. It will be equal to 2mx dx divided by 7r square into, it will be equal to x square plus 4r the whole square, the whole raised to half. So I have to integrate this part. Okay, I have to integrate this entire term. Okay, so it will be equal to, basically potential energy will be equal to, before I integrate, let me take the constants outside. G will be outside, 2m will be outside. Okay, 7r square will be outside the bracket. Okay, 7r square will be outside the bracket. It will be equal to integration of x dx divided by root of x square plus 4r the whole square, the whole raised to half. Okay, the whole raised to half. Okay, now we will substitute x square plus 4r the whole square will be equal to, this is not 4r square the whole square, it is 4r the whole square. It will be equal to, over here let it be equal to t. Okay, when I differentiate on both the sides with respect to x, it will be equal to 2x dx will be equal to dt. Okay, so this is equal to, okay, So this will be basically equal to, let me take this 2 inside the bracket again. So it will be equal to 2x dx. So I can directly substitute gm divided by 7r square will be equal to integration of dt 1 by, instead of x square plus 4r, the 4r square, I will substitute it as t. So it will be equal to t raised to half. T raised to half, when it goes in the numerator, it will be equal to t raised to minus half. So t raised to minus half, when I integrate this part, it will be equal to t raised to plus half divided by half. Okay, divided by half. So it will be equal to, 2 will go in the numerator, it will be equal to 2gm divided by 7r square into t raised to half. Let me again substitute the value of t, x square plus 4r the whole square raised to half. Okay, 4r the whole square raised to half. Okay, this is the value of over here. I can say that this is the value of the given part. Okay, now from where till where we will integrate this part. Okay, from what are the limits of this integration. Okay, let us see over here, let us check the diagram once again. The limits will be equal to, the first of all the limits will be of x will be equal to, the upper limit I can clearly see it is equal to 4r, and the lower limit will be equal to 3r. Okay, the upper limit is 4r and the lower limit is equal to 3r. So let me substitute the values and get the answer over here. Okay, so it will be equal to 2gm divided by 7r square into, okay, or I have already taken 2 common. Okay, I have already taken 2 outside. So it will be equal to gm divided by 7r square. Let me substitute the upper limit first. Let me substitute the upper limit over here is 4r and the lower limit over here is equal to 3r. So 4r the whole square plus 4r the whole square, it will be equal to 32r square the whole raised to half. Okay, that is equal to 16 plus 16, that is equal to 32r square the whole raised to half, minus 3r the whole square plus 4r square, which is equal to 5r or 25r square the whole raised to half. Okay, so when I substitute the limits, it will be equal to gm divided by 7r square into, it will be equal to 32 the whole raised to half. Okay, this can be written as 4 root 2 into r. Okay, this can be written as 4 root 2 into r minus 5 into r. Okay, if I take r common, it will be equal to gm divided by 7r into 4 root 2 minus 5. Okay, into 4 root 2 minus 5. This is potential energy at the point P. Okay, this is potential energy at the point P. Now they have asked what is the total potential energy required, what is the total potential energy required over here to take it from the point P to the infinity. Okay, to take it from the point P to the infinity. Okay, now over here it will be equal to this 2 is remaining, this 2 will go in the numerator. Okay, so it will be equal to 2. Okay, this will be multiplied by 2 over here. Okay, so at infinity the potential energy at infinity will be equal to 0, because r over here will be equal to 0. Okay, r over here will be equal to 0. So the work done will be equal to the change in the potential energy, which will be equal to, basically it will give me the answer the same, similar to the first potential energy, 2gm divided by 7r into 4 root 2 minus 5. Okay, into 4 root 2 minus 5, which is equal to option number A.